What's up, everybody? It's Christy. I am back. I am live. It is very nice to see everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are hanging out. We got some fun things going on, some announcements. I've got some flowers we're gonna make. It's gonna be a cool time. I'm just actually cleaning my glasses off, you guys, because they were really dirty, and now I can see. Yay, now I can see you. So, I don't know what's wrong with Facebook, but it's not letting me switch it again. Let me see. Yeah, it's not letting me switch it. Hi guys, how are you? I am trying to switch it. Facebook is just being really weird right now. I've had to actually uninstall and install it back a few times. So it's not letting me flip it tonight. I'm not sure why. I know some other people were having trouble with it, so you guys bear with me with it, okay? All right, so we got a cute little craft tonight. A couple little things going on. If you guys didn't know, I posted the link for the Etsy shop. If you guys are interested in my little Americana flags, the kits are up and ready to go. Hi! I made 4 of them, so be sure to visit my Etsy shop to order. They are $8.95 and it comes with enough to make 5 flags. And there's no shipping. Etsy is going to charge you tax. Sorry, I tried to keep it under as little as possible. And that does include, you know, my cost for shipping and packaging and all of that. So I made it fairly cheap, guys. So if you're interested, make sure you jump on and you order yourself a kit. Right now I have 4. So that is available. I will also post the link when I'm done with the video, so you guys have access to it. What else? Oh, if you guys saw my reel earlier today, I've been working with Burlap today. So earlier today, I actually showed you guys a little reel on how to stay out of the restaurants because they're really busy, especially on Mother's Day, and like maybe do something at home. So order in, or you can cook, maybe make your mom's favorite meal, or favorite recipe, maybe do brunch. But I made these cute little things. We're going to do a little bit more with the table and everything. I'll be showing you all ideas all week. But I made these cute little, they're very elegant and cute, right? They're little pockets so you can put, basically, I got like these fancy plasticware, so you don't have to like do dishes, because who wants to do that? Or you can get out your fancy dishes, but I actually made this cute little pocket to hold the silverware, just so it looks really cute on the table. I embellished it with the little wood pieces from Dollar Tree. And I actually made it to where you can actually slip her card right in there. So when, you know, a lot of times when you go to the restaurant, you're not wanting to get the card dirty, or you're like trying to like prop it up. So this is a very good idea to put it in here. So I did make these 2 little ones, probably make some more. Basically, I took a little bit of burlap, I folded it, put some lace on it, put a little bit of twine, and embellished it with the little wood pieces. So I hope you guys like those. So that's what I was working on earlier, if you saw my reel. I already just kind of got started a little bit with the flowers tonight, because I didn't want to make a really long reel, you guys, but we'll see what happens. So maybe we'll work with these a little bit. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I actually forgot to go outside and get my little sticks. So we're going to be working with sticks tonight, and we're going to be working with burlap. So let's go ahead and get started. How was everybody's day? Did you guys have dinner yet? We had maker and rice bowls. So with some steak and chicken, it was really good. So I hope everybody, and if you didn't eat, what you making? What you having for dinner? All right, so I did almost forgot to plug my glue gun, but I plugged it in. We are going to make, I guess I'll kind of start it over for you guys. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure I have my stuff. There we go. I was not prepared. I did not pre-prepare for this at all today, but that's okay. All right, so we are making, I don't know if you guys can see, I've got some cute little flowers that we're making, and we're just making these from twine. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then we're going to be putting them with the sticks, and we're going to be making a little burlap, little pocket for them, and we're going to hang it up. It'll be really cute on a doorknob, or just maybe hanging on the bathroom by the lights. I'm just trying to think of all the places you could put it. You could also embellish your package with it for whatever you're going to give your mom. So make sure you guys are watching my reels tomorrow. I have something very special, near and dear to my heart, that I'm going to be sharing tomorrow. And I will tell you, I'm going to put a little warning on it before you watch it. It was very hard. So that's all I'm going to say. And then I'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. So there goes the dogs. They're already barking. Okay. So you guys, in order to get like that little 3D effect, what we're going to do is we're going to make our little petals from the actual twine. So I'm basically measuring this out. I'm trying to use this pad here to measure it out, but you want to try to make it even. That's about pretty close. And then you're going to shape a petal of your flower, and this kind of makes it two-dimensional. So once you get the shape of your flower, and it doesn't matter if you have access there because we're going to cut it off. You're going to cut a little piece of string, or you can do not zip ties, but you can use wire, you can use ribbon. This part's going to show, so it's okay. But you will cut off the excess at the end. So we are just going to go ahead and tie it and then trim it up. You guys see what I'm talking about in a moment. Sometimes you can't really worry about that little bit extra. They're not going to be perfect, but there's our first little petal. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I got my first petal, and then you're going to go ahead and make it. Now you can use ribbon, you can use yarn. If you're going to use yarn, I would recommend maybe hairspray, just to make it a little bit more stiff, because you want it to kind of be a little stiff, because that gives it shape. That's why we use twine with this one. All right, so I'm gonna do, it's probably about 7 squares across, if I had to guess, which is, I guess, 7 inches. So that's about 7 inches. So, and then we're gonna make our pocket, and the pocket is so easy, you guys. You guys are gonna laugh how easy the pocket is. I know I didn't post today about me being live. It's very hard for me to know when I can and cannot go live, because sometimes dinner takes a little bit longer than normal. I was also outside taking pictures and getting the kits together, so I've been really busy today, and I've also had some Etsy orders that I had to complete. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm probably going to go to bed early, so I'm not going to be really, really late on here. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So Tuesdays tend to be a little bit more busy at work. As you guys, if you guys don't know, I work at a children's hospital. I guess everybody thinks that Mondays are a busy day, so they don't call us really a lot on Monday. They call us on Tuesday. At least that's been my experience lately. Not all the time, but lately. Some people are, just dying for the doctor's office to be open the next day. So you guys have to get chit-chatty on me. Don't make it boring. What did everybody have for dinner? Or did anybody have an interesting meal this week that you tried for the first time? A recipe? I was thinking about sharing some recipes on here and doing a little cooking on here. I don't know if you guys would like that. Would you guys like that? Please let me know in the comments. I actually make a really good meatloaf. Kind of not a traditional way. And my kids tell me that I make the bomb pot pie, chicken pot pie. So maybe I'll share those. My friend Melissa is actually the one that got me making the chicken pot pie. But we had to make hers for a vegetarian because she's a vegetarian. She doesn't eat meat. So we just basically had to make a pot pie, and I had to put chicken in it. So when I made my version, I always put chicken in it. You can use canned chicken, cooked chicken. It's really good. So I think we're going to do 5 petals, you guys. Chocolate. Yes, chocolate. That is an old Spanish tradition. My great-grandmother used to make. It's a little different than hot chocolate. So you think hot chocolate, you know, very thin and just stuff you drink. Chocolate is a little bit thicker, and you dip bread in it. And as weird as that sounds, it's actually a very, very normal traditional thing in Spain. And probably the reason why I love chocolate. That, and I think my grandpa and my dad, they love chocolate. I used to work with a girl. I used to work with a girl that was allergic to chocolate, and I felt so bad for her because she loved chocolate, but it would get her really sick, so she couldn't have it. And I'm just like, oh man, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. I think I would limit myself, but I think I would just have chocolate every once in a while, and then maybe, you know, you don't want to make yourself sick, but I don't know. Maybe just deal with it for a day so you can enjoy the chocolate. I don't know. Orange chocolate. Orange chocolate is really good too. If you are in the Buffalo, New York area, Niagara Falls area, Western New York area, because y'all drive to some crazy places for some crazy stuff. I've seen it. Not everybody, but most people do. But they have a little shop called Kelly's Country Store. For some reason, I have this little memory of when I was little going there. And then my mom's always talked about it, and my aunt lives near there. So whenever I go see my aunt, I always ask her, hey, can we go to Kelly's Country Store? It's a cute little antique, like, little place. They have gifts, and they have chocolate, and they do events there, and it's adorable. Maybe I'll find some of my pictures and post it one day. I would love for you guys to see at least what it looks like. The outside is really cute. I have a picture of me someplace sitting at, they set up for Easter, they set up like the Alice in Wonderland like scene, and they put like this little kiddie table out, and they put like tea and stuff so you can sit and take a picture with like Alice, like kind of like the Mad Tea Party. I don't know if you guys are following me, but I mean, that's basically, I have a picture of me somewhere like that. I have a sweater on, so I know it was cold. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to layer, but you don't want a big clump. So you're going to have to crisscross where you tied it. And just kind of use your best judgment. You can place it down how you think you're going to want it. And these are really, really cute. All right, now, finger savers, because that's important. I got them right over here. I still got to work on my cow, guys. All right, just a little bit of glue, just a little dab. Just a little dab. And you're going to crisscross and put the other little dot right there. And that's all there is. Hold it in place for a couple seconds. And then get your next piece ready. See where you're going to want it. I think I'm going to make that knot come down a little bit. Kind of overlapping. I hope you guys can see. I'll make it to where you can see a little bit. Just overlapping just a little bit. But you don't want to put it over too much because you don't want it to lose its shape. Okay. Now obviously, see you got this little guy. We're going to cut him off. I'm trying to clean up as I go. Every time I get off live with you guys, my table's a mess because I'm bad at throwing things away. I'm a little bit of a craft hoarder too. I save scraps of everything. All right, this seems to be a big petal, so we're going to kind of put it in the middle. And then we're gonna find some buttons for it, because that's all I have tonight. You could use anything. You can use lace, you could use different embellishments, a little piece of fabric, all kinds of stuff. All right, and then this little guy, I think I'm just gonna lay right on top of there, like that. So just a little bit of glue. I hope my sticks hold, you guys. I didn't really test the whole stick thing prior to coming, so we will see what happens. If not, we'll go ahead and just kind of figure out a way to tie it on. So everything, sometimes I experiment with you guys, and sometimes I teach you guys things I already know. So I mix it up, so it's different sometimes. All right, and there is our little burlap or twine flower that we're gonna put in the burlap. All right, I already have this blue one that I made yesterday. These are a little patriotic, and since it's patriotic, we are gonna do, you guys like that? A bottle cap. Yes, a bottle cap with a photo of a child. Oh my goodness, that's great. I didn't have any bottle caps. My friend actually got me a whole bag of them one day. She heard her kids like collected a bunch of them at some place. And she gave them to me because she knows I craft, but I think I gave them to my friend because she used to make magnets from them. And I don't have them anymore. But yes, I'm going to start collecting bottle caps again because it looks like we're going to need them for our flowers. Very good idea. I love that. And for this one, I'm actually going to give this button another button that's smaller on top, just so it's like red, white, and blue. It gives it a little bit more dimension. See how that is? Cool. All right, perfect. All right. I'm going to put a little, and I did put some bigger buttons on here. Let's see. I want a white one, but I don't think I have any white. You guys, I went through all my buttons and gave you guys all my good buttons for the craft kits. So you're going to get good buttons for the craft kits. And like I probably have to go back to the store and get some more. Ooh, I think I found a white one. Oh no, that's really cute. I didn't see this one earlier. It's red, white, and blue, so we're not going to use that one. Oh my god, there's another one. I'm going to have to throw these in the craft kits, you guys. I want you guys to have some of these. Okay, here's a white one. It's all white. That's what I'm looking for. I think I'm going to use the black and the brown and the white. That's the fun thing about buttons. When you get like a variety like this, and always be on the lookout when you're at the antique stores or like things like that. They sell huge bottles. I once went into a thrift store and they had a huge jar full of buttons. I'm talking about, I think they wanted like $50 for this jar, which is kind of crazy if you don't need all those buttons. Oh, it's kind of crazy. Oh, someone's coming in my door. And the dogs are going crazy. Alright, so we're going to put the button on top. But yeah, that was a crazy price for buttons. I mean, I guess when it comes down to it, if you had to buy all those buttons separately, it'd be expensive, right? Sharon, you're the sewer. You're on here. Would that be okay price? I don't know. It's just not for me. I don't work with buttons all that much. All right. Hi, Becky. Thanks for joining me. We are making burlap flowers. These are super, super easy. You'll have to go back and watch the replay because I got my, if you guys remember this, I don't know if you were on when we did these, but the fabric, the little, I can't think of the name of it right now. I've been working so hard today. My flags, the little rag flags. You're with Jessica? Hi, Jessica. I made I got the kits online, so they're on my Etsy shop. There's no shipping. They're $8.95. You get enough for 5. Oh yeah, oh my God, her and Delaney can do these too. That's my friend Jessica, and she's got her child. They're really, really cute. They're $8.95. Of course, I don't need to ship them to you. You can just come by and pick them up. But I got 4 of them online right now, and you guys can definitely go and check that out. See how you like it. It's a really cute craft for 4th of July. Hi, Jess. Okay, there you go. Now we're getting some more people on. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna set my flowers aside for now, or should I glue them? Let's see if this is gonna work first. So I just have sticks that I got outside. I would recommend something strong enough, obviously, but we're gonna actually put them in a pocket, so it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to chop them. I'm just going to get this one in half. Yeah, you could use your cutters, which that's what I'm going to do, so it's easier. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So you can use your cutters just to kind of cut them so they're nice and strong. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. We'll go ahead and I'm going to do 2 of them tonight. So I'm just going to do the 2 together. So what we're going to do, we're just going to stick hot glue on the back and put our little stick in. Now, if you guys just joined me, we had a great suggestion. Instead of using buttons in the middle, you can use a bottle cap and put a picture of a child or a grandchild or something like that inside, or like your pet. There's no wrongs. Yes, that is just, I had something fall. Yes, that is just a stick from the tree. It's something, I didn't even pick it off. It's just one that you fell on the ground. It's always cool just kind of finding things, especially the nature things. All right, we're going to let that dry because I did put a big clump of glue on there. My button kind of slipped on this one, you guys, so this one's going to have some character. Let's just say that. This one's going to have some character. I'm going to put, I don't think I grabbed enough sticks, you guys, so I'm going to make this a little thinner. This one's a little dried out. Looks like this tree's just about had it and dead. Hi, thanks for joining me. Okay, so just a little bit of glue at the back, and then we're going to work on our little pocket because we're going to put these in pockets. When I put it down, I put another chunk of glue just on top just to kind of hold it in place. And they're not going to be waving around or going anywhere. We're just going to stick them in the pocket. So that's fine. All right, so we've got this one and this one. I think I'll put this one as taller. Oops, that is the back. This one I did have a little bit of fabric left the other day, and I did actually, more glue. This one I had some fabric left the other day, and I actually did put it, hi Darcy! Thanks for joining me, I appreciate it. I see Darcy's on here. That's your friend from high school? My goodness. Welcome. I hope you like crafting. And if you don't, I hope you like watching crafting, because that's what we do here. And if you don't think you can do it, you can. I have a sign up here. It's not reading right, but it says believe. Facebook is being wonky with its mirror image today. I'm not sure why. I saw some other people having the problem, so I'm going to check into that. So if you don't think you can do it, you can, because that's what I am here for, to inspire and just make you believe that you can. All right, I'm just going to finish the rest of the gluing on these guys. I want to make sure that there's enough glue on there to hold. Actually have to hold this up because this flower is a little bit bigger than normal. All right, Perfect. All right, now we're gonna make the pocket, you guys. So I have this big roll of burlap that you get at Walmart. It's only about $10. I want to say we're gonna use probably, we're gonna make them just kind of like we made this, but probably a little bit taller. So not quite in half, maybe a little bit less than that. So let's do 10 inches. So we'll do 6 inches on one side and 4 inches on the other. And we're just gonna eyeball it, you guys. And if you guys also saw my reel this morning, we actually did a little bit of antiquing a little bit today. So I have here in front of me, which it might match with this too much, but I have some lace that I took and I tea stained it. Still 29. Okay. Absolutely, I'm still 29 too. Woohoo, let's all be 29 today. But I coffee stain this, or you tea stain it. I use tea, but a lot of people can do coffee stain. It's just a really cool technique to actually make it look a little bit vintage, so, or primitive. So that's what we're gonna do with those. I hope those dry. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do is we are going to, and I'm gonna need to move these guys over real quick because I need the little mat that's underneath here. So we're gonna move these guys over and I'm gonna show you guys a trick. So we're going to pull it up all the way like this. And then we wanna leave a little bit on top and a little bit this way. So like I said, we're not going to leave as much of a pocket as we did the other ones. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring our glue gun and we're going to glue these two sides together. And I've got my finger savers here. I got them. I cut extras. I found some that I lost. All right, now when we do that, when we start gluing this, we're going to go across too. So this way and this way to make the pocket. Now, before you do that, here is my trick. Yes, they are silicone finger protectors. You could get them at Dollar Tree. They come in a 3-pack. I love mine. So, but this is my trick. In order for it, yes, it is for the hot glue gun. I have my setting on low, so you don't need a high setting for this one. So, in order to kind of hide that raw edge from where you cut it, because that could fray off very easily because of the burlap and the material, I'm just going to go ahead and fold it just a little bit and just glue that raw edge as straight as I can. So that's what we're going to do. Now when you do this, it's very important that this is also a little silicone mat that you can get from Dollar Tree. So that is what I got. We are going to actually put it underneath, so if the glue goes in between the holes, it's not getting on your workspace. It's going to get on that silicone mat because that's what that's for. All right, so let's do this, baby. We're going to just make a straight line with our glue gun, as straight as possible. And then we're just going to fold those two edges together. And this takes a little bit of practice, but you can get it. If you can draw a straight line or sort of draw a straight line, you can fold. It's just like folding clothes, guys. It's not very hard. Little bit of practice makes perfect. Now, this actually frayed a little bit on the side, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that raw edge in the back, just like that. And we're going to put our lace in the front too, so it's not going to matter. I think I got an idea for doing something with the 4th of July one, so we might try that too. Now, I'm going to take the silicone mat and I'm going to kind of place it inside to kind of give myself a little room here. And we are going to just glue up the side. So we are going to put our little mat down underneath so it doesn't get on that, because we don't care if it gets a little bit on the side, but try to keep it on that edge. Always eyeball it, because you don't want to glue it too much up, because you want it to have a little bit of a pocket. And then just line them up and just push that glue down. Burlap is very easy to glue. It doesn't really give you a hard time. Just make sure you're just doing a thin line so that you have more room in the pocket. Hi, thanks for joining me. More people are coming on. How are you guys doing tonight? I was just asking everybody what was on the menu for their dinner plan. All right. So just another straight little edge on the side, guys. And we're just going to put it up toward the top, make it even as possible, and hold it. We are also going to make a patriotic one when we're done, and I actually had a good idea for it, so stay tuned. Now, if you have a little bit of glue that seeped out, that's okay. You can just pull the little piece off, because that's what happened on this side. It's not going to undo your glue. I'm going to trim that little string that popped out. That's the only thing that I don't like working with burlap, is those little thin strands that get everywhere. All right, guys, now we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to just fold it in. We're actually going to do a little something different though with this, with the top. Now we want to hang this. A lot of people aren't going to hang this. So what we want to do is we want to figure out how long we are going to make it. And you can use, I think I'm going to use, yes, I'm going to use lace for this one. We're going to use this lace in a minute, but I'm going to use lace to actually hang it up. So I am almost out of lace. I need to go get more. So we're just going to make it about this long, I'd say. That way we have a little piece for something later if we wanted to do it. Now, you can go ahead and put it in here first, but do you guys see where I'm getting at now? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually do 2 layers with this one. And we're going to, well, maybe not. We can do 2 layers, or we can do 1 and then put a different type of lace on it. What do you guys think? I think, because we want it to, or the other way is we can actually glue it on the back, which I kind of like that because it gives us a nice clean, that's how we're going to do it, is it kind of gives us a nice clean way. Like I said, guys, I didn't really plan this one. This is something that's kind of fly by night. We're going to do it this way type thing. Okay. So we're obviously going to just not glue this in here, and you could put it in there later. You could, but I'm just going to keep it in there so I don't have to mess with feeding it through. But what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue on the side here, a little bit of glue on the side here, and then we're going to bring this up, not getting the lace, so you can keep the lace up here. Well, let's move it out of our way because I don't want to mess that up, especially when I've gotten this far. And then line it up as best you can. And then you're going to have you don't do it all the way, so you're going to have a little bit of a hole. I started gluing it. You see the little bit of a hole? So you're going to actually put a little bit of a hole at the back, which I kind of did it on this end. So let me fix that, because that's not what we want. We want to actually hang this up. So what you could do is make it even on both sides, though. That way you know where you're at with it. I was so used to gluing the rest, I glued the rest of it to the wrong place, but that's okay. Okay. Now just press it down. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to let that dry a second. Who else is coming on? Yes, you could use a dowel. I didn't have a dowel though. This is just something that we do with our scraps. But yes, you could use a dowel and then tie the ends. I could use a skewer, but I think it was too thin for it. That's just my thoughts. Now, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue at the back. Not a lot, because you don't want it to really seep through to the other side, but just enough to keep that flap down. And there you go. Now the cute part's coming. We are going to put our antique ribbon on the front, kind of like an embellishment. And the way I did these is I actually just kind of overlapped it a little bit. And this is the part where you put your mat inside so that it doesn't glue these two pieces together. That's the important part. And with these mats, they're very versatile, so you can actually do this without your finger protectors on, of course, because then you're struggling. But you can actually measure this out to however big your pocket is. And you guys, you don't have to use burlap. You can use any type of material that you think will that will hold up and withstand. So I'm putting this in here like this, and then I'm just kind of unfolding it so it doesn't go on there. Now I have my piece. This one was a little bit glitter, so you can still see the glitter a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And then what I'm going to do is just glue. I glue onto the ribbon. There's no need to glue onto the actual piece. And then I put a little bit on the ends. Your glue stick. You guys, I'm going to have to get glue sticks tomorrow. I am running out. I am running low. I think I only have about 3 or 4 left. All right. Now you can put these babies back on. Now it's sticking to me. That's okay. And you're just going to pull it on the other side. Make it nice and straight. That was probably a bad example, but you guys get it. And push it down. Now when you're pushing down on it, it's not going and gluing on the other side because you have your mat there, so it protects it. While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and tie my little lace up top here, because we don't need a big, we're not going to do a pretty bow or anything. We'll work on the embellishments later. All right, now these babies should be about done. Of course, there's glue stuck to them because I didn't clean my table. Oh, and you guys, I'm gonna start doing something else cool. I gotta show you when we're done. How do you guys feel about quotes and positive affirmations? I love them. They get me going sometimes in the morning. Sometimes I just look for them in the morning just to kind of help me get through the day. But I have this really cool block that I got from Dollar Tree. While that's drying, I'm going to show you. And they have different sayings on it. So I was thinking, once we're done with all of the special sayings, because there's 6 on here, we can just re-put new ones on here. And I was just going to roll the dice every day when we come on live and then read it to you. Like, love is a pardonable insanity. There's what it says. Of course, Facebook needs to get their act together and put this forward so you guys can read it. Oops, this fell off. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. There we go. All right. How you guys like it so far? Really cute, right? Again, this is stuff I already had. We can definitely do different things with these, with different themes and things like that. And yes, the dowel might work really good. Absolutely. All right, you guys. And then basically what we're going to do is we're just going to stick our flowers inside. And we're only doing 2 because that's, that's all I'm going to do for today. And they're pretty big, so we want to make sure there's room. And then this is really cute. Now you could also, if you're putting this on your Mother's Day package, you could also, and of course this little stick is kind of hanging out here. Let me fix it. If you're planning on giving this to her in a Mother's Day package, you can put the little card behind it and then just hang it like that. So, and I think that'd be really cute. This would be cute for grandmothers. You could make these for teachers, you guys, and put a little thank you note in there, like, thanks for helping me grow. There's all kinds of things. And then you can also embellish it with a little bit of twine, like I did on this one. Now, you guys, I'm going to take this silverware out for a second. So these little embellishments, they come, I think, maybe 6 or 8 in a pack for $1.25. They have all different kinds, little flowers and things. I think this would look really cute because it kind of has the same scheme to it. So I just really like the way that this, of course you may want to use a different color. I would probably use like a blue burlap, but I really I wanted to show you guys the technique on tea and coffee staining your lace. This is what the lace is looking like. See how white that is? And see how antique it got? That's how you tea and you coffee stain things to give it that special look. All right, I think I want to put the embellishment on here. I don't have them though. They're upstairs because I was working on them today. But you guys, I will post the picture of how it's going to look with the extra piece on it. But I made it long enough so I can just tie a little bow. And there's that. All right, one more. We're going to work with our 4th of July one. So this one is actually already kind of pre-cut. I got this roll at Dollar Tree. Of course. You guys are going to think I'm always at Dollar Tree. I kind of am though. I'm not going to lie. Now with this one, you could actually make the pocket as big or as wide as you want. I am thinking, I'm probably not going to hang this one. Oh man, you guys, I don't know if I want to make it. You know what? I'm just going to make it tall and skinny. Let's just make this one tall and skinny. That's what we're going to do. So I got my scissors. I hope these are the better ones. I need to throw away that other pair of scissors or something. They're bad. All right, so cut as straight as you can, obviously. And this is what we're going to put our patriotic ones in. You sticking with me? We lost some people. I got boring, I guess. You guys can go watch the replay. I don't care. It's fun having people to talk to, though, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay. So this one is a little bit more messy because of the burlap, but that's okay. We're going to work with it because it doesn't have that edge like this one did. So, and it's rolling up on me, so we're going to try our best with this one. You got to be quick. All right, so we are going to go up the side. Again, leave enough room at the top. Of course, I don't have my mat down. I just realized that, but I didn't get any on there. I did pretty good with that. So, up this side, and then fold. And I'm going to leave a little bit. Oop, this one, I recommend next time you do this, not be like me. Iron the thing so it doesn't unroll on you. Just iron it. Don't be like me. Okay. For time's sake, I'm just going to kind of tuck this in. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll tuck it in. Do our best. Do our best tucking this in. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys. This one, I'm excited for this one. Are you guys excited for this one? I was going to do a ladybug one too. But then I was like, no, the patriotic flowers are kind of already done. See, there's our flower. Okay. So now we are going to tuck this in. So I'm going to do it twice, just kind of to get it off the raw edge there. And so this one is down further. So that's what we're going to do. Boop, boop. You guys, I glue a lot, don't I? I just realized I do glue a lot. I need to get a big package of glue sticks because I glue a lot. Alright. There. Now, I think what we're going to do, we're not going to put a thing on this just yet. But I think just because this thing keeps rolling on me and driving me crazy, I think we're going to do it twice. Are you guys laughing at my rolling my rolling fabric? Oh my goodness. You gotta get creative when you have to like keep all your pieces together too. I'm not hurting my fingers though. At least there's that. Alright, now I am going to cut these little pieces. This one will probably fray if we don't put anything on the side, but we can definitely put something on the side. Hi guys, how are you? Jump on and say hi so I know who's here. My project keeps rolling up on me. It's driving me crazy. Everybody's laughing. That's okay. You guys can laugh as long as I make you laugh. That's fine. All right, so we still have the pocket. We're not going to see a bunch of the back, so that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just glue this baby down because it's driving me nuts at this point. It really, really is. Make sure that you have your, make sure it's straight, and make sure you have your mat underneath. That's the important thing. And you know what? I think a dowel is going to fit through this one, so that'll be good. You guys can definitely laugh at me. I don't care. All right. So, yeah, I don't have my dowels with me, but that's okay. That is okay. All right. So, there is our pocket. We can actually maybe fold this down a little bit just to kind of give it more of a pocket, but that's what we were trying to do anyway. So, this side got totally unglued, so we're going to go ahead and do that one. That's really weird that it did that. I think my glue was drying really fast at that point. There we go. Put it down a little bit. All right. Now, I don't have any ribbon with me, but we can definitely put a little thing on the side so that it doesn't fray as much. So there is our other pocket. I might just fold this in. What do you guys think? Yeah, that would look cute. What do you think? You like it folded? I like it folded. I think it looks better because it's not so... Like I said, I didn't really measure this one. I just kind of eyeballed it, which is super... It's fine. But I kind of like that. I might put this in the back of my truck. Yes, you like it folded like that? Okay. It's important to get straight. And this is why. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, now we are gonna go ahead and do something a little different with this one. So I have my twine that I made my patriotic flowers with, so it's gonna match. I'll go ahead and cut that, and I am going to make the same type of little bow. And I think I'm going to do it to the side. I don't know why my stomach is growling. I just had dinner. My goodness. And then what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and glue a little button on there that will match. Again, make sure you're putting your mat inside so you're not gluing what you don't want glued together. So I'm just kind of putting that there as a protector. Put a little glue, and then we're just going to put it on there. There we go. These are really cute, aren't they? Here's the first one we made. In case you're just jumping on. Some little, cute little, and we actually made these into like little card holders or for like your tablescape. And these would be really cute if you're having a barbecue too. If you find, and if you guys can't find this at all, by the way, because I know these things go really quick in the Dollar Tree, you can make your own. Just once it's put all together, just paint it. And it'll be fine. It'll be the same almost. So it'll be really, really cute. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put our patriotic flowers in here. And you don't have to put flowers. That was just a part of the flower series that we did, you guys. It's really cute with the little twigs. It gives it like a natural effect. All right. Oops. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Don't mind my room. My room is not completed. Okay. So there we go. There is our flowers. This is the patriotic one. And this is the regular, kind of like everyday one. And this is the one that we were hanging. So which one do you guys like better? Let me know in the comments. If you want, we're going to work on some more of these. I do have a ladybug craft that we're going to be doing later this week, so keep that in mind. Sprinkle Sprinkle. I hope you guys really like these. These are really easy to do, and they're really cute. You can put them anywhere in your house. You don't have to make the pockets. You can make the pockets for something else. Or you can just make the flowers and put them in a flower pot. There's plenty of things that you can do. So keep sprinkling my page. Yeah, the plain one. You like the plain one? I do too. That way it's more natural. It's more natural. Maybe it's because we didn't do a tie on this one. I mean, I could put a tie on it. There is a little hole there. I'd have to thread it through. But we don't, you don't have to. Now I kind of want to see how it looks. I don't know if this is going to go through, but we can try. Like you said, a dowel would work really good too. So we can try to go it through real quick. All right, while that's going through, just a couple little announcements. So a new art show has kind of floated about the internet. It is going to be at the same place where my current artwork is, and it's called Feral, which is, basically the wild. I already have a piece that might work for this, so I'm just going to use this to try to get it out. I already have a piece for this that might work. I don't think that's working, you guys, but anyway, you guys know what we mean. Stay tuned for that. That will be another show. And then Unlimited Games is back doing their Saturday night last Saturday night event. It is an event. It is Saturday. I went ahead and applied for it, so I'll probably be joining them, and that will be the last Saturday in May. As long as all goes well, I'll be in that, so I'll post that. And then what else we got going on? That's really much it. I hope everybody is, kind of getting their last minute things together for Mother's Day. If you don't have any clue yet, keep watching me because I've got ideas like crazy. These are really easy to make, and you can go to one place to pretty much get everything, including your backyard. So that's a really good thing. And then I think we're going to do the quotes on like the little dice, you guys. I think that would be really cute, something different, just to kind of give you guys inspiration, because that's what I'm here for you to do. All right, guys, I am getting off for the night. I am super tired. Make sure if you want your flag kits, they are online right now on my Etsy shop. They're $8.95, free shipping. That includes everything you need, including the buttons and the skewers. The only thing you need is either sewing materials if you want to sew it, or glue. And then they're going to be $8.95 to cover, the shipping and everything. So make sure you go online and order that, and then keep sprinkling my page. We are almost to 100 followers, which I'm excited about because it's little baby steps that get you to the big steps. So, woohoo! All right, guys, I'm out for the night. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you later. Bye!